Yo, 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 what up, Mr. Zoo Nation, aka Savage Armor June Giraffe? I I cannot wait. You know what? I just woke up, so I I didn't even see what the effect does yet. This is why I'm like hesitating to say anything. I haven't even seen what the effect does yet. I legitimately just woke up, like got dressed, and then just I was like, okay, let me put my phone right here because I want a genuine reaction to see what Greadora does. And then I will give my legitimate first impressions right then and there. Okay, enough of this. We've waited too long to see what this effect does. Waited too long for some actual support. Let's see what Greadora does and what the other support for the clan has to do. Alright, let's do this. Let's go in. Let's do this. It's game time. It's game time. Alright. Evil Governor Darkface Greadora. I can't even contain myself. Oh my god. Alright. Vanguard Circle once per turn. Counterblast 1. Choose up to 2 of your opponent's rear guards without any cradle markers and put a cradle marker on each of... Oh, they're not web markers, they're cradle markers. Interesting. And put a cradle marker on each of them. Let's see. When it attacks, cost retire rear guard. Search your deck up to 1 grade 3. Call it to rear guard circle. Shuffle your deck. If you called that unit... Oh, it has this basically like the strike skill. Oh my god, that is interesting. Wow. It basically has the grade 4 skill from premium and brought it to standard. Oh, that is amazing. Wait, it's technically both the grade 3 and the grade 4 Greadora. That's interesting. Okay, that's kind of spicy. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see. Then there's like another one. Is this a grade 2 or what is this? Okay, so the spoiling muting sticky bolus. When placed, cause counterblast 1. Look at 6 cards on the top of your deck. Reveal up to 2 cards with dark face in their card. Are we getting another dark face in their different card names from among them, and put them into your hand and shuffle your deck. When it attacks, call Soul Blast 1, and this unit gets power 6k until the end of that battle for each of your opponent's rear guards with a cradle marker on them. If this unit's power is 20k or greater, draw a card. Oh, we get an OG Dark Face. Oh my god. Okay, Intimidate Mutant Dark Face. Okay, so I guess we're not getting Alakides, I guess? Or it's just that I haven't seen it yet. Alright, so let's see. Intimidate Mutant Dark Face. When placed, cause discard a card from your hand. Choose one of your opponent's rear guards without a cradle marker and put a cradle marker on it. Vanguard rear guard circle. When it attacks, a Vanguard calls counterblast 1. Choose one of your opponent's rear guards with a cradle marker on it and retire it. Oh, we got some retire power, ladies and gentlemen. We got some retire power. And then this unit gains 5k until the end of the battle for each grade of the chosen unit. Oh my god, that is amazing. So what does the cradle does? Okay, cradle. When the unit with the cradle marker loses its original ability and gets its power reduced by its original power, and it cannot boost or intercept. When the unit with a cradle marker is retired, search your deck up to 1 card with the same grade as that unit, reveal it, put into your hand, and shuffle your deck. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, look at the artwork to imitate it. I mean, look at the artwork. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. So, Let's talk about this. Let me gather my dog. Okay, so let's talk about this cradle marker first. It's like we're deleting shit, right? Seems a little bit slow. Do not get me wrong. Hopefully we get more cards that gets the cradle marker and everything else like that. You know, hopefully we get more cards that does around this mechanic and stuff like that, so it can make it at least a lot more, balanced and everything else like that. I have one major issue with this. One. I have legitimate one major issue. Doesn't mill. Okay. It sounds like the cradle marker thing. Do not get me wrong. It actually sounds pretty decent. And when I come out with my full review Friday, because that way I have Wednesday, Thursday. I have Wednesday and Thursday to completely think about this. Get all the, get everything that I was that I was like giggling about, because it sounds good right now, but I can basically look at this effect again. I'm all like, there's something wrong. Because it's always like that. It's like you see the effect, it looks hella good, and then you like look at it again, and you actually pay attention to it. You try to find combos around it, and it's like, there's something wrong with this. And I guess I can kind of sort of see something wrong with this right now. Like, there's not that much wrong with it, don't get me wrong. It's actually some pretty decent effects. But here's the reason why I say that it sucks that it's not a mill mechanic. It sucks that it's not a mill mechanic, because at the moment Mega Colony doesn't really have an identity, for that sorts. We have the mill mechanic, we have a bunch of stuff that searches for grade 3s, we do have like a bunch of stuff that searches for stuff in the thing in general, and now we have this cradle mechanic that is basically like the deleter part of, it's basically like our version of delete from, Link Joker and whatnot, which is understandable. However, I also will have to say that the issue that I have with this mechanic in general is now you just see Mega Colony, it's just nothing but a bunch of mechanics put into one particular thing. We have the machining thing, for a prime example. We have the cradle mechanic now. Now we have the mill mechanic, and it's like it's not fully developed to a point where you can justify it. It's like, for a prime example, and I hate to make this comparison. I really do. I hate to make this comparison. You look at Link Joker. They have multiple mechanics too, but you also got to remember that they can technically get away with it because they get support very often. When they were getting all them different mechanics, they got support 3 times in a row. 3 times. They went from Infinity Cradle to what was the other one? The one that came out with like the shitty Royal Paladin card. Not Light of Devastation. Light of Devastation was one of them, but I think that was like the last one. I think. I forgot what the one. I'll put it up and I'll put it up over there. Yeah, I'll put it up over there. And then we also got like Light of Devastation. I think that's what the third one was, where we got like Messiah and shit. So they got like Messiah, they got the leaders, and they got like and they got Brant. They got like those 3 particular things that they can work with. But you also got to remember like a couple of things. For one, for a while they had, the leaders, and they had the leaders in Messiah that was like together and whatnot, and it worked because they were generic enough for it to work, and the leaders was only there just to cover up for, the thing that Messiah couldn't do, which was like do something when it didn't have a grade 3 in the soul. But you also got to remember that the leaders did get a trial deck too, so they got some trial deck stuff with it in general. So it kind of makes sense that it kind of makes sense that like they can justify having multiple mechanics like within their thing. And then even when you look at like the upcoming like Silver Blade set that's coming out, you know, they improved on the deleter's mechanic. They improved on Messiah and stuff like that, which is understandable. I mean, they didn't really do much for Brant though, but I mean, I guess. But honestly, they improved it enough for it to be working and functionable and stuff like that. And with this, I know we haven't seen all of the cards yet, which is a little bit understandable. But we have like Stag Beetle, I'm not Stag Beetle, Spark Hercules for a prime example, and we have like the whole machining thing, and we still haven't figured out the problem with where more units restand other units, so that's an issue. And then you also have the fact that we have like gunning Kaleo. We got that alternate grade 3, which was actually good, but we need more. We need more stuff as far as like milling in order for it to justify, which I'm hoping they do it. Like at the moment, I'm just actually hoping at this particular point that half of it is like the cradle stuff, the other half is the milling mechanic, and then we probably get like maybe one or two parts of machining that actually makes it semi decent. They need to bring a boy Giraffe back though, but still, they need to bring a boy Giraffe back, which at this moment we did get 3 grade 3s with like markers in it. So if they so happen to do it, we probably might not get a marker, sadly, and that's going to be a little bit sad. But I would rather have it, and you know, rather have it. But at the moment, I don't know. Looking at Greadora's thing alone, it's actually semi good. I'm not gonna lie. Not even semi good. It's actually pretty decent because we actually this deck is going to be deck thinning a lot with that. That's going to be the interesting thing about it. But I guess like the question now is how good is going to be the other milling stuff in order to justify using, you know, Greadora, because let's be real, Greadora does like a lot of milling and stuff. I mean, not like a little bit. Greadora does like a lot of deck thinning with the cradle mechanic, and so does Intimidating Mutant Darkface. Also does a lot with the cradle mechanic and stuff like that. So because you're over there doing like a lot of deck thinning, what will be the point of kind of using Gunning Kaleo? Not saying that he's going to be bad or anything else like that. He's actually still a pretty decent card. But this also does feel like I need to be doing some playtesting on this too to kind of sort of like think about it and stuff like that for now. I might actually do like some proxy playtesting like maybe tomorrow or something. I don't know. But anyway, Timney Moon Darkface, amazing. Greadora, amazing. I'm not going to give it a grade till Friday. I'm gonna just tell you that right now because I want to look at this unit more and stuff, and before I make like a final decision. But as far as I've seen everything, this shit looks bonkers. I'm not gonna lie, this shit looks amazing. I love it. I love it right now. I don't know about everybody else. I haven't even looked to see like what everybody else's reaction is to this though. But hopefully, you know, a lot of people do like it. It did kind of fix a little bit of something. I was talking about that it definitely needed some type of power outlet and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. But at the same time, you know, it needed like some type of power outlet, which it definitely does look like we're getting with this, especially when we call the grade 3. You know, we can finally call like Antlion and stuff like that in standard format. You know, this is actually good. So what are we looking for right now as far as stuff that we need to do? As long as we get that one unit or at least 2 units that allows you to soul charge something from the hand into the soul, this deck will be 100% solid. And as long as the cradle mechanic get something. Like I'm guessing we're gonna be also retiring units too, so that's another thing. But what I also like about it is it doesn't say like during your turn if something gets retired from the thing. It just says whenever a unit's retired, then your opponent shuffles and all that other stuff. So I mean, you get to search for your deck for a card with the same grade and stuff like that. So I guess the more interesting thing is, are we going to see like grade 1 and grade 2 units that are able to retire, and you're able to do that during during your first grade 1 and grade 2 turn? Because if that's the case, oh my god, that's going to be amazing. But anyway, enough with that. For now, my name is Mrs. Z Nation, aka Savage Armor Junior Rafa. I am signing out. Greadora's finally here, son. Greadora's finally here, son.